Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be testing out some Ulta makeup. So the reason why I pretty much wanted to try Ulta makeup is because you never really hear anything about like Ulta, like their own like makeup brand within Ulta stores. You never really see any, or I never really see any reviews on it or anything like that. And the same goes with like Sephora makeup as well. Like you never hear anything about like Sephora makeup or anything like that, or like these specific like makeup store's own brand being hyped up and things like that. So Ulta was having a buy two get two free type of sale situation. So I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to try some Ulta makeup. All right, so my skin is primed and ready to go. So let's start off with the foundation. So this is the Youthful Glow Foundation. The serum drops, light as air, fluid texture, buildable coverage, luminous finish, and blurring effect. It says the main ingredients are marine botanicals, which is skin-loving algae, promotes a youthful appearance, coconut, which hydrates the skin, and then optical diffusers to help, of course, blur the skin as well. And it says shake before use and start off with 1 to 2 drops and then add more drops to add more coverage. And I got the shade in Deep Neutral. All right, so I'm shaking it up now, and it sounds like there's like a little like ball in here just to kind of get the product like all mixed together and distributed. And let's see, this is what it looks like. And it's like a dropper, like literally like an actual dropper situation. The price of this, I forgot how much this was, but in total I got 4 items and I only paid $27, $21, something like somewhere in between there. I'm going to apply it with my MAC 159 brush. The reason why I'm using this brush is because typically with serum foundations or like sheer foundations, it's always best in my opinion to apply those type of things with your hands or with a dual fiber brush. Nothing that's going to really pack it on like straight up full coverage like a dense kabuki brush or anything like that, or a flat top. All right, so this is that 1 to 2, almost 3 drops on my face. Now looking at it, of course, this is like very, very sheer, and I love sheer coverage, but let's see how far this is going to build up. So I'm just gonna take a few more drops on the back of my hand. So that was about 4 drops. Now as far as the color goes, the color is not bad. It's not too red, it's not too dark, which is definitely a good thing because I tend to pick foundations that are way too dark for me. It says it's a luminous foundation and it does have a glow to it, but it's not greasy looking, which is a good thing. This is definitely more so of a sheer, I wouldn't even say medium coverage, I would say like leaning medium coverage foundation. You can definitely build it up, but if you have like dark marks or anything like that, you would definitely want to pair this up with like a more fuller coverage concealer just to kind of like correct certain areas. So this is the next thing. So this is the concealer. So this is the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Concealer with Hyaluronic Acid, and I have the shade in Deep Cool. Now the only reason that I got this shade is because it was the only like shade that was in my opinion, kind of suitable for my under eye area. Now, I was on the verge of getting 2 concealers just to kind of like brighten, but this is more so of a almost correcting concealer because of the tone. So this would be a good, like if this concealer is bomb, then this would be a good like corrector shade for like those people who are trying to get rid of like dark circles and things like that, but still want that nice luminosity in their under eye. Oh, and by the way, this concealer says it's lightweight texture, medium coverage, and luminous finish. And you get 0.1 fluid ounces in here. And this concealer, by the way, was, I believe it was $10, which is not bad for a concealer. So that concealer definitely blended out super, super easy. Let's go ahead and blend everything else out. I can definitely say that the concealer has a lot more coverage than the foundation. And it's definitely covering everything that I need to be covered, like specifically like the spot on these sides of my nose where my glasses sit. Like, look at the difference between like this side and that side. Like this, it's still there and you can still kind of see it, but it's definitely covering it a lot more. Ooh, this looks really good. Sorry, I keep looking at myself in the mirror and like, I'm loving like how my face looks like. After I put on the concealer, my face looks like really luminous and young, and I'm really liking it. So far, so good. I'm not going to set it because I did use a primer underneath that kind of controls my oils. And so I'm not going to set it to kind of like give it, not to give it too much of a handicap as far as the wear goes. So we're just gonna leave it like this. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to my next product that I got from Ulta. So this is the Ulta Beauty Brow Pomade. Now they had pomades, they had pencils, they had powder, but I've had a lot of luck as far as eyebrow pomades go, just because a lot of eyebrow pomades do work really, really well in my opinion versus like pencils and things like that. So that's why I went with the pomade. Let me try to open this guy up because it has that this situation going on here. I hate packaging like this, but I mean, hold on one moment, let me. So far so good, it's not too bad. It is the tiniest bit on the warm side, but it's not bad at all. Like my brows don't look like red or anything like that. So it's definitely a good thing. Now, as far as the brows go, I definitely say like it definitely went on pretty smoothly. It wasn't too hard to apply the product. Again, just the color, I don't know, the color I'm kind of like iffy about because it's something that I definitely wouldn't pick for myself, but it is not bad whatsoever. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the other brow off of camera, and then we're going to go into the final product that I have to show you guys from Ulta Beauty. Last but not least, I'm going to be trying this guy right here. So this is the Ulta Beauty Juice Infused Lip Oil, and I have the jojoba and peach flavor, I guess you can call it, color. Well, it's not a color, it's just like a clear like lip oil. I'm a big fan of lip oils just because they give your lips that glossiness without the stickiness, which you guys know I hate like sticky things. I just hate stickiness on my lips. All right, so far the lip oil is pretty good. It's not too sticky. There's a little bit of like not stickiness, but when you press your lips together, you definitely feel your lips kind of almost sticking together just a tiny bit, but it's not like uncomfortable or anything like that. So it's definitely a good thing. Alright guys, so this is my face pretty much completed for the day. Now let's talk about a couple of things before I go throughout the rest of my day and do a check-in for you guys and let you guys know how I feel about the products fully. So one thing I did do, because I noticed that the concealer was creasing a little bit under my eyes, is I went ahead and set it because the concealer was kind of moving around a bit. So I set it with the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder just in the under eye area, not the rest of my face. Now, as far as everything else that Ulta Beauty has to offer, I didn't get any blush or powder or anything like that just because I wasn't really interested in it. Also, as far as eyeshadows go, I do not like the Ulta eyeshadow formulation. I've tried Ulta eyeshadows before and I just wasn't the biggest fan of them. But if you guys have a palette or a specific eyeshadow that they have that you would like me to try, then definitely let me know in the comments down below. I will be right back and I will check in with you guys towards the end of the night and tell you guys how this all wore. And so I am back. So it is the end of the night, or shall I say it is the next morning. It is 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm finally doing my final thoughts / check-in with you guys. So this is my face after many hours of wear. I believe it was, I put this on at about 2 o'clock-ish today. So that was like, what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So that was like 13 hours of wear that I've had all of this stuff on. So let's go ahead and go through the things and talk about them. As far as the brows go, I'm definitely going to say that the brow product definitely lasted a long time on my eyebrows. Again, the color, it's not like my absolute favorite color, but I can definitely adjust it to something that I definitely like. So if you can find a color that you like in the brow product, I definitely recommend it. It's super affordable, so definitely get your hands on this. The lip oil, you guys already know I love lip oils. There wasn't anything bad I can say about this. It wasn't sticky. It didn't like taste like chemically or anything like that. It went on smooth. It made my lips look nice and shiny, and yeah, it was a lip oil basically, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. So both of these products I definitely love. Now let's get into the one thing that surprised me, the foundation. So this foundation is honestly one of the best sheer coverage foundations that I have tried. Now the reason I say that is because it is a serum foundation with that serum texture. Usually when I try foundations with that serum texture, they do not last whatsoever. And today at work, I was like running around super crazy. It was super busy. I was sweating. It was hot. And for the foundation still to look like it still looks good, even though my T-zone, like obviously the foundation has kind of like broken down a little bit. That wasn't until later on at the end of the night when it started to break down and things like that. And at that point, I already wore the foundation for over 6 hours. So for me, having combination oily skin, as well as this being a serum foundation that has a hydrating finish, and for it to last this long, I definitely recommend getting this if you haven't tried it already. Like, I believe we have definitely been sleeping on Ulta Beauty, at least their foundation products, at least this product right here. So I definitely say go out and pick this up. And last but not least, something that I thought I would like at first, or I liked at first, and then as I wore over the day, I didn't really care for it anymore, and that was the concealer. So the concealer is definitely a decent concealer as far as kind of brightening the under eyes, giving that luminosity. But the concealer doesn't last very long whatsoever. It just kind of like, it definitely creases. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I initially was putting it on, it was starting to like move around and like crease and things like that. So that is specifically why I set it with my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder, just specifically under the eyes. But honestly, I wish I hadn't done that because it kind of like settled into like my little one crease area under my eye, and also like where I put that powder, it looks kind of like almost crepey-ish in a way, if that makes sense. So I definitely say I would pass up on this concealer. It's not the greatest concealer. There are other concealers that do a better job than this concealer. So yeah, definitely I would say pass on this, but the foundation, like get the foundation. It is really good. Pass on the concealer, but get the foundation. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun just testing out these Ulta goodies. If you guys want to see more videos like this where I try like brand specific like makeup, like if you guys want to see a Sephora one, definitely let me know in the comments down below. But again, I'll definitely be wearing this foundation a lot just because it's super easy, and it's just the easiest, best serum foundation that I've tried. So I'm like super excited. So you will definitely see this in upcoming videos. But yeah guys, so let me stop rambling. Give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are subscribed, and I will catch you guys later in my next video.